Good evening, my friends. It's been said that life is a mirror, reflecting back to us not what we wish for, but what we believe. If you truly believe that everything always works out for you, life will conspire to make it so. This is not blind optimism. It is a mindset, a way of being that shapes your actions, your expectations, and ultimately, your results. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. What you consistently think about, believe in, and expect shapes the experiences you attract into your life. This is not mere philosophy. It is a principle that has been observed throughout history and confirmed by modern psychology. The mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it, whether positive or negative, will grow. If you sow seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation, your life will reflect those conditions. But if you plant seeds of confidence, faith, and expectation of success, your reality will align with those beliefs. Think about the power of belief. When an individual truly believes in their ability to achieve something, they begin to act in ways that align with that belief. They make decisions with confidence, they seize opportunities that others might overlook, and they persist in the face of setbacks. On the other hand, when a person is filled with self-doubt and negative expectations, they hesitate, second-guess themselves, and often miss out on chances that could have led them to success. Their negative thoughts create a self-fulfilling prophecy, reinforcing their belief that things never work out for them. Consider how two people can face the same situation and experience completely different outcomes based on their mindset. Imagine two job seekers who apply for the same position. One enters the interview with the belief that they are the perfect fit for the role, that the company would be lucky to have them, and that they will naturally make a great impression. Their confidence shines through, their energy is positive, and they engage in the conversation effortlessly. The second candidate, however, walks in with a fear of rejection, doubting their qualifications and assuming they will not get the job. Their hesitation, nervousness, and lack of confidence subtly communicate to the interviewer that they are unsure of themselves. More often than not, the first candidate will be chosen, not necessarily because they were more skilled, but because their belief in themselves influenced their behavior and ultimately the result. Your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply acts upon the dominant thoughts and beliefs you feed it. That is why athletes visualize their victories before a competition, and successful people affirm their goals as if they have already achieved them. The mind responds to repetition. When you consistently think thoughts of success, abundance, and capability, you rewire your brain to seek out and create those realities. Many people fail to realize that their thoughts are constantly programming their reality. They unknowingly dwell on their fears, worries, and perceived limitations, reinforcing the very conditions they wish to escape. The person who always thinks, "I never have enough money," will continue to experience financial struggles because their mind is focused on lack. The individual who constantly says, "Nothing ever goes right for me," will find themselves facing repeated challenges because they are expecting failure. These thoughts are like instructions given to the subconscious mind, which then works to manifest them in reality. The great news is that you can take control of your thoughts. You can choose to focus on possibilities instead of limitations, on solutions instead of problems. When you shift your mindset to one of expectation that things always work out in your favor, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You start attracting people and circumstances that align with your positive vision. Even setbacks become stepping stones because you train your mind to interpret them as temporary and beneficial in the long run. This is not about ignoring reality or pretending that difficulties do not exist. Rather, it is about choosing how you interpret and respond to life's events. The person who believes that every challenge is a setup for something greater will approach life with resilience and determination, while the person who believes they are doomed to failure will surrender to discouragement. Your thoughts determine which path you follow. To harness this power, begin by becoming aware of your thoughts. Notice when you are engaging in negative self-talk or expecting unfavorable outcomes. Replace those thoughts with affirmations of success, abundance, and confidence. Act as if your desired outcome is inevitable, and your actions will naturally align with that expectation. Surround yourself with people who reinforce this mindset, and immerse yourself in books, teachings, and environments that uplift and inspire you. Over time, as you consistently choose empowering thoughts, your reality will shift to reflect them. You will begin to experience more of the success, joy, and fulfillment that you expect. The truth is, your outer world is simply a mirror of your inner world. Change your thoughts and you will change your life. Calm confidence is one of the most powerful traits a person can cultivate. It is the quiet assurance that no matter what happens, you are capable of handling it. This kind of confidence is not loud, boastful, or dependent on external validation. Instead, it is rooted in a deep belief in oneself, a mindset that allows you to navigate life with composure, decisiveness, and resilience. Those who possess calm confidence seem to move through life effortlessly. They face challenges with grace, make decisions without hesitation, and inspire trust in those around them. One of the key reasons calm confidence is so effective is that it signals competence and stability. People naturally gravitate toward those who exude assurance because it suggests that they are capable, reliable, and in control. In personal and professional settings, individuals who remain composed under pressure are often seen as leaders. They do not panic in difficult situations, nor do they allow fear or doubt to cloud their judgment. Instead, they assess the circumstances logically, make informed decisions, and act with certainty. This quality makes them invaluable in any situation that requires clear thinking and decisive action. Calm confidence is not something people are born with. It is developed through experience, self-awareness, and mindset shifts. One of the most effective ways to cultivate it is through preparation. The more knowledgeable and skilled you are in a particular area, the more naturally confident you become. A pilot does not panic when turbulence hits because they have trained extensively and know exactly what to do. Similarly, an experienced public speaker does not fear addressing an audience because they have practiced and refined their craft. Confidence is a byproduct of competence, and competence is built through repetition, learning, and experience. However, true calm confidence goes beyond skill and knowledge. It also stems from a deep trust in oneself and in the unfolding of life. Many people struggle with self-doubt, constantly second-guessing their decisions and fearing failure. This kind of uncertainty creates stress and anxiety, which in turn leads to poor decision-making and hesitation. On the other hand, those with calm confidence operate from a place of trust. They understand that not every decision will be perfect, but they believe in their ability to adapt and find solutions. They do not allow fear to paralyze them because they know that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. One of the greatest benefits of calm confidence is the ability to remain unshaken by external circumstances. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. However, when you have an inner foundation of confidence, you do not allow setbacks to disrupt your peace. You recognize that obstacles are temporary and that you have the ability to overcome them. This mental strength prevents you from reacting emotionally or making impulsive decisions based on fear. Instead, you approach problems with a level head, making choices that are rational and effective. A practical way to develop calm confidence is to practice mindfulness and emotional control. Many people allow their emotions to dictate their actions, reacting impulsively to stress or uncertainty. By learning to regulate emotions, you gain mastery over your responses. Deep breathing, meditation, and self-reflection are powerful tools that help you cultivate inner stability. When you remain centered, you project a sense of control that others notice and respect. People instinctively trust those who appear calm in the face of adversity, and this trust can open doors to opportunities and leadership roles. Another important aspect of calm confidence is self-acceptance. Many people seek confidence by trying to prove themselves to others, basing their self-worth on external achievements. However, true confidence comes from accepting yourself as you are, knowing that you are enough regardless of external validation. When you no longer feel the need to prove yourself, you naturally exude confidence. You speak with authority, move with purpose, and handle criticism without defensiveness. This unshakable self-assurance makes you resilient in any situation. Calm confidence also influences how others perceive and treat you. People respond to the energy you project. If you carry yourself with certainty and composure, others will treat you with respect and admiration. This is particularly important in negotiations, leadership positions, and personal relationships. When you believe in yourself, others believe in you. Your calm demeanor reassures those around you, creating an environment of trust and stability. Ultimately, calm confidence is a mindset that transforms the way you experience life. It allows you to approach challenges with a sense of control, make decisions with clarity, and navigate uncertainty with resilience. It is not about arrogance or pretending to be fearless, but about trusting yourself and embracing the flow of life. When you cultivate this quality, you become unstoppable, not because you will never face difficulties, but because you will always have the mindset and composure to overcome them. Problems are often seen as obstacles, roadblocks that hinder progress and create frustration. However, those who achieve great success understand a powerful truth. Problems are not setbacks. They are stepping stones. Every difficulty carries within it the potential for growth, learning, and advancement. The way you perceive and respond to problems determines whether they hold you back or propel you forward. If you train your mind to see problems as necessary steps on the path to success, you will develop resilience, creativity, and the ability to turn challenges into opportunities. Every successful person, without exception, has faced problems. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not the absence of difficulties, but the way they interpret and handle them. When you look at the stories of great inventors, business leaders, and visionaries, you will find a common theme. They encountered failure, rejection, and hardship, yet they did not allow these experiences to define them. Instead, they used each challenge as an opportunity to learn, improve, and move forward with greater wisdom. Consider Thomas Edison, who famously stated that he had not failed, but rather found 10,000 ways that did not work before successfully inventing the light bulb. His mindset was one of persistence and growth. Instead of seeing his repeated failures as a reason to quit, he saw them as valuable lessons that brought him closer to success. If he had given up after the first few attempts, the world might never have benefited from his groundbreaking invention. His story illustrates a powerful principle. Problems are merely feedback, guiding you toward better solutions and greater achievements. Another example can be found in the world of business. Many of the most successful companies today were born out of challenges. Apple, for instance, faced near bankruptcy in the late 1990s. Instead of succumbing to failure, the company embraced innovation, restructured its approach, and emerged stronger than ever. Today, Apple is one of the most valuable brands in the world. The key lesson here is that problems, when approached with the right mindset, can lead to reinvention and extraordinary success. The ability to see problems as steps to success requires a shift in perspective. Most people react to difficulties with frustration, fear, or avoidance. They see problems as unfair burdens rather than necessary experiences for growth. However, when you shift your mindset and begin viewing every challenge as an opportunity, you change the way you approach life. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin asking, "What can I learn from this, and how can I grow through this?" One of the greatest benefits of embracing problems is that they force you to develop new skills and strategies. Challenges push you out of your comfort zone and demand that you think creatively. If everything were always easy, there would be no need to innovate or improve. It is through difficulties that you gain experience, wisdom, and the ability to handle even greater challenges in the future. In fact, the more problems you successfully navigate, the stronger and more capable you become. Problems also reveal character. When faced with adversity, people have two choices. They can either allow the challenge to defeat them, or they can rise above it. The strongest individuals are those who face problems with determination and an unwavering belief that they will find a way forward. These individuals do not see difficulties as reasons to give up. They see them as necessary tests that prepare them for the next level of success. It is also important to remember that many of the problems you face today will eventually become the foundation of your success story. The struggles you endure now are shaping you into the person who will achieve great things in the future. When you look back, you will see that every challenge, every failure, and every obstacle was a critical piece of your journey. Without those experiences, you would not have gained the strength, knowledge, and perspective needed to reach your goals. To develop this mindset, start by embracing problems rather than avoiding them. Instead of resisting difficulties, welcome them as opportunities for growth. Approach each challenge with curiosity, asking yourself what lessons it holds. Surround yourself with people who've overcome obstacles and learn from their experiences. Most importantly, develop the habit of persistence. No matter how many setbacks you face, keep moving forward with the belief that each problem is bringing you closer to success. Ultimately, problems are not barriers, they are stepping stones. They shape you, teach you, and prepare you for the success that lies ahead. When you train your mind to see difficulties as opportunities, you unlock a new level of resilience and confidence. The journey to success is never without challenges, but if you embrace them, learn from them, and use them as fuel for growth, you will achieve more than you ever thought possible. Your expectations shape your reality in more ways than you may realize. What you anticipate, whether consciously or unconsciously, plays a crucial role in determining the outcomes you experience. When you expect good things to happen, you naturally attract positive experiences, opportunities, and people into your life. This is not wishful thinking or blind optimism. It is a fundamental principle of the mind. Your beliefs influence your actions, your attitude, and even how others respond to you. By training yourself to expect good things, you shift your focus, energy, and behavior in a way that aligns with success and fulfillment. The mind is like a magnet, pulling toward it the things that match its dominant thoughts. If you constantly dwell on worries, difficulties, and setbacks, your mind becomes attuned to those things. You begin to notice problems more than solutions, and you react to life from a place of fear and doubt. On the other hand, when you expect good things, when you truly believe that life is working in your favor, you start seeing opportunities everywhere, you notice doors opening instead of closing, and you develop a sense of trust that things are unfolding as they should. Your expectations influence not just your perception, but also your behavior. When you expect success, you carry yourself differently. You speak with confidence, take bold actions, and make decisions that align with your belief that things will work out. Imagine two salespeople making a pitch to a potential client. One approaches the conversation with the expectation that the deal will go through, that the client will be interested, and that they have something valuable to offer. The other enters with doubt, fearing rejection and worrying about all the ways the client might say no. The difference in their energy, tone, and delivery is obvious, and more often than not, the one who expects success will achieve it. This principle applies to every area of life. People who expect good health tend to make choices that support their well-being. They take care of their bodies, eat nourishing foods, and engage in activities that promote vitality. Those who expect financial success are more likely to take the necessary risks, invest wisely, and seek out opportunities that lead to prosperity. Likewise, individuals who expect fulfilling relationships carry themselves with self-assurance, attract like-minded people, and build meaningful connections. The power of expectation is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges do not exist. It is about choosing to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Life will always present difficulties, but how you interpret those difficulties is up to you. Someone who expects good things to happen does not see obstacles as permanent roadblocks. They see them as temporary detours leading to something better. Instead of saying, "This is happening to me," they say, "This is happening for me." This shift in mindset changes everything. One of the greatest examples of expectations shaping reality can be seen in the placebo effect. In medical studies, patients who believe they are receiving a powerful treatment often experience real improvements in their health, even if they were given a sugar pill. Their belief alone triggers physiological changes in their body, reinforcing the idea that the mind has a profound influence on outcomes. If belief can affect physical health in such a tangible way, imagine what it can do in every other area of life. To cultivate the habit of expecting good things, start by becoming aware of your dominant thoughts. Are you focusing more on what could go wrong, or are you expecting things to go right? Train your mind by consciously shifting your attention to positive possibilities. Affirm daily that good things are coming your way, and act as if your success is inevitable. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, and distance yourself from negativity. The more you reinforce this mindset, the more naturally it will become a part of who you are. It is also important to express gratitude for the good things that are already present in your life. Gratitude strengthens the belief that more good things are on their way. When you focus on what you already have, you send a powerful signal to your subconscious mind that abundance is your natural state. This, in turn, attracts even more reasons to be grateful. Ultimately, life responds to your expectations. If you anticipate struggle, you will find struggle. If you anticipate opportunities, they will appear. Expect good things and you will attract them. Not because the universe magically delivers them to you, but because your beliefs will drive your actions, shape your interactions, and open doors that would have otherwise remained closed. Train yourself to believe that life is working in your favor, and you will be amazed at how often that belief turns into reality. Faith and fear are two powerful forces that shape the course of our lives. They both require belief in something that hasn't happened yet. Faith believes in success, while fear believes in failure. The difference between the two is that faith propels you forward, while fear holds you back. Acting with faith instead of fear is the key to achieving great things, overcoming obstacles, and creating a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Fear is a natural emotion, but it becomes a problem when it takes control of your decisions and prevents you from taking action. Many people allow fear to dictate their choices. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. This fear keeps them stuck in their comfort zones, afraid to take risks or pursue their dreams. They hesitate, overthink, and convince themselves that the worst will happen if they step outside of what feels safe. But in reality, fear is an illusion, a mental projection of something that has not even happened yet. The longer you allow it to dictate your actions, the more it limits your potential. Faith, on the other hand, is the belief that things will work out, that you are capable, and that the universe or life itself is guiding you toward something better. It is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges do not exist. Rather, it is about trusting that you have the strength to navigate any situation and that solutions will appear as you move forward. Faith allows you to take bold steps even when the outcome is uncertain. It empowers you to keep going despite setbacks because you believe in the possibility of success. Throughout history, those who have accomplished great things did so by acting with faith, not fear. Every successful entrepreneur, artist, athlete, or leader has faced moments of doubt and uncertainty. They did not have guarantees that their efforts would succeed, but they moved forward anyway. They trusted in their vision, in their abilities, and in the process of growth. If they had waited until all fear was gone before taking action, they would have never made progress. Consider the story of the Wright brothers. When they set out to build the first airplane, they had no proof that human flight was possible. They faced failure after failure, with many people telling them it couldn't be done. If they had allowed fear to consume them, they would have abandoned their dream. But instead, they acted with faith. Faith in their ideas, faith in their ability to learn from mistakes, and faith that success was possible if they kept pushing forward. Eventually, their persistence paid off, and they changed the course of history. Faith is also essential in everyday life. When you start a new job, enter a new relationship, or set a big goal, you never have absolute certainty about the outcome. But if you act with faith, trusting in yourself and the process, you give yourself the best chance at success. People who act with faith radiate confidence and determination, while those who act out of fear hesitate and doubt themselves. This difference in mindset affects every action and decision, ultimately shaping the results they experience. One of the most powerful ways to shift from fear to faith is to change your internal dialogue. Fear-based thinking often sounds like, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if things go wrong? Faith-based thinking, on the other hand, replaces those doubts with, what if I succeed? What if I am more capable than I realize? What if this works out better than I imagined? By consciously choosing thoughts of faith over thoughts of fear, you rewire your mind to expect positive outcomes. Another way to strengthen faith is to take action despite fear. Many people believe that they must wait until they feel confident before they act, but in reality, confidence comes from action. The more you face your fears, the less power they have over you. Each time you step forward in faith, you prove to yourself that you are capable, and your belief in yourself grows strong. It is also helpful to surround yourself with people who encourage and uplift you. Fear thrives in negativity, but faith grows in an environment of support and inspiration. Seek out mentors, books, and experiences that reinforce the belief that anything is possible. Remind yourself of past successes and times when things worked out despite your initial fears. Ultimately, faith is a choice. It is a decision to trust in yourself and your abilities and in the possibilities ahead. It does not mean that challenges will disappear, but it does mean that you will face them with strength rather than hesitation. Life rewards those who act with faith, who move forward despite uncertainty, and who refuse to let fear dictate their destiny. When you choose to act with faith instead of fear, you open the door to incredible opportunities, growth, and success. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces that can shape your mindset and ultimately your life. It is more than just saying thank you or acknowledging the good things around you. It is a way of seeing the world that transforms how you think, feel, and act. When you cultivate gratitude, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack, on possibilities rather than limitations. This shift in perspective strengthens your mindset, making you more resilient, optimistic, and open to success. A grateful mind naturally expects good things. When you appreciate what you have, you develop a sense of trust in life. Instead of worrying about what is missing, you recognize the value in what is already present. This creates a foundation of positivity that influences your decisions, relationships, and overall approach to life. People who practice gratitude regularly tend to be happier, less stressed, and more confident in their ability to handle challenges. Their focus on the good strengthens their belief that more good is coming, reinforcing a mindset of abundance and success. Gratitude also rewires the brain for positivity. Studies in neuroscience show that when you make a habit of recognizing and appreciating the good in your life, your brain forms new neural pathways that make positive thinking more automatic. This is why people who actively practice gratitude find it easier to stay optimistic, even in difficult situations. Their minds are trained to look for what is going right, rather than dwelling on what is going wrong. Over time, this leads to greater emotional stability, stronger problem-solving skills, and a greater ability to navigate setbacks without losing confidence. One of the greatest benefits of gratitude is its ability to shift your focus from fear to faith. Fear often arises when you focus on what you lack, what might go wrong, or what is uncertain. But gratitude reminds you of what is already working, what you have overcome, and how much you have been given. This creates a sense of security and trust. Instead of fearing the future, you begin to expect that things will continue to unfold in your favor. Gratitude strengthens the belief that life is always providing for you, even when challenges arise. Beyond shaping your internal mindset, gratitude also improves your relationships. People who are appreciative attract positive energy and inspire trust and admiration in others. When you express gratitude toward those around you, whether through kind words, gestures, or simply recognizing their contributions, you strengthen your connections. Relationships built on appreciation and mutual respect are far more fulfilling than those clouded by negativity or entitlement. Whether in business, friendships, or personal relationships, gratitude fosters stronger, more meaningful connections. Practicing gratitude also changes the way you respond to setbacks. Instead of seeing difficulties as unfair burdens, a grateful person views them as lessons and opportunities for growth. Even when faced with disappointment or failure, gratitude allows you to find the silver lining. You begin to ask, what can I learn from this? How can this experience help me grow? This shift in thinking prevents you from becoming discouraged and keeps you moving forward with resilience. Developing a gratitude habit is simple but requires consistency. One of the best ways to strengthen gratitude is to keep a daily journal, writing down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for each day. These can be big achievements, small moments of joy, or even lessons learned from challenges. Over time, this practice trains your mind to notice and appreciate the good around you automatically. Another powerful practice is to express gratitude directly to others. Take the time to thank people for their kindness, encouragement, or efforts. A heartfelt expression of appreciation not only strengthens your relationships, but also reinforces your mindset of abundance. The more you acknowledge the good in others, the more you see the good in yourself and your surroundings. Meditation and mindfulness are also effective ways to cultivate gratitude. Taking a few minutes each day to reflect on the things you appreciate creates a deep sense of contentment and peace. By focusing on the present moment and acknowledging the blessings that already exist, you shift your energy toward a more positive and empowered state. Ultimately, gratitude is the foundation of a strong and successful mindset. It trains your mind to expect good things, remain resilient in the face of challenges, and attract positivity into your life. When you make gratitude a daily practice, you develop an unshakable belief that life is working in your favor. This belief fuels your confidence, strengthens your faith, and allows you to move through life with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Gratitude is not just a practice, it is a way of thinking that transforms every aspect of your life for the better.